What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Gran Turismo 6 car battle. Today we have the SRT Charger SRT8, or the Dodge Charger SRT8 as it is probably most known for, versus the Chevrolet Camaro SS. These are the two latest models, at least on Gran Turismo, of these cars, and they both have the exact same PP, 498 PP. That is the PP that both of these cars have, so really they should be pretty similar. So anyway, let's get into it. First of all, we're starting off with the Charger. Now, I don't actually have all the specs with me right now, so I can't tell you the weight and stuff, but from off the top of my head, I believe that the Charger is the heavier of the two and has more power. I think it's the heaviest by 100 or so kilos, but also I believe it has a little bit more power. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe that is how it is. So you know, it should really balance it out a little bit. So the speed with this car is good, acceleration pretty decent. Obviously, you know, it has the power for acceleration, but with it being, you know, relatively heavy, about 1,900 kilograms, I think. Can't remember off the top of my head, like I say, but it's around about there. Whereas the Camaro, that's what it's called, is something like 1,700. I can't really remember, but it's around about there, the high mid 1,000 kilogram mark. But yeah, it accelerates pretty decently. Its speed is good, but it does struggle around the corners. It tends to oversteer quite a lot, and it feels really slow around the corners. It definitely is pretty slow around the corners, but all around it's not a bad car. And yeah, it's okay. I quite like it. I like the looks of it mainly. Alright, so now we have the Chevrolet Camaro SS. Now this, like I said, I believe has less power than the Charger. That weighs, I think it's about 200-300 kilos less. So that's a good thing, and you can definitely tell that weight difference. Acceleration is pretty much on par with the Charger, with it being lighter. Not as much power, but with it being lighter, it can get off quicker. Speed, I mean, I didn't really have a look, but it's pretty similar. And around the corners, this is a lot funner. It's a lot more lively. The Charger felt like it was kind of a big boat driving around, whereas this is a little, I mean, it's still not amazing, but for a muscle car, I give it credit. It is pretty good. I do like the Camaro. The Charger and the Camaro are my two favorite modern muscle cars, modern American muscle cars, excluding obviously the Viper and the Corvette, because they're not really muscle cars. I kind of consider them as super muscle. That makes sense. You know, with these cheap, relatively cheap muscle cars, the Camaro and the Charger are my favorites. I'm not really a massive fan of the Dodge Challenger, just my personal preference. But yes, so yeah, this is a very good car. It feels a lot more lively. As for looks, I don't really know which one I like the looks of better. I may say the Charger. I like the looks of the Charger a little bit more than the Camaro, but you know, I think I do prefer the Camaro, just all round with these cars, because it's a much livelier car. It's a lot more fun to drive. The Charger's not particularly fun to drive because it just feels like you're on the ocean driving a boat. But anyway, on to the leaderboard, and well, the Chevrolet Camaro goes quickest, which I was expecting, with a 1 minute 38.495. Now that is not a bad lap time for the car. It beats the Lexus ISF, just behind the BMW M5. The Lexus ISF splits between the Charger and the Camaro. The Charger gets a 1 minute 41.738. Now that, from driving it, yes, I can see why it's that much slower. But, you know, with the PP, that is a big difference. They are both the exact same PP, which should mean that they're pretty damn similar cars. And that's 3 second gap between the two cars there. So that is quite interesting to see that. So these cars are pretty different. But yeah, I reckon I would have the Camaro. It is a much nicer car to drive. Looks wise, I think I like the looks of the Charger more, but not by much. I would still probably have a Camaro. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys, so thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.